Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. I had a pretty good one. A little bit stressful yesterday, but yeah, we're doing good. So see, we got all here in the chat. Of course, Lisa Ann. Hi, dear. Thank you for stopping in. Kevin, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. There's Bill or Ben. I'm sorry, not Bill. Where'd I get Bill? Oh. Willie CK, how you doing, bud? Thank you for stopping in. Hope everything's doing great. Yeah, as for the stressfulness of my day yesterday, I don't know about you all. I am a creature of habit. I've been with the same cell phone carrier for 20 years, Verizon. Great company. I mean, good service, everything. I just needed a change. Needed to save some money, so we switched over to Spectrum. Yeah. Hey Barry, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Mater, how you doing, bud? Thank you for stopping in. But yeah, I got to the Spectrum store yesterday at about 10 a.m. when they opened, and I left there at 12:30. 12:45, something like that. I did not realize how much I had on my old phone, video and photo wise. Yeah, y'all back up your phones into a cloud or something, because yeah, it took 8 hours for my phone to transfer. Oh, awesome, Ben. Hey, the best tools are homemade tools, man. You know, one's made out of necessity. Hey, Ram, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. But yeah, so it took me, well, I waited around the store for about 45 minutes. I said, oh, that's about how long it'll take. So at that point in time, it was still at 25% transferred. And they're like, well, it says it's going to take another 2.5 hours if you want to wait around. I'm like, nah, I ain't waiting around. So I brought it home, put it on my home Wi-Fi, went and did what else I had to do. And it was almost 9 hours is what it took to transfer everything over. So, yeah, if y'all are thinking about changing phones or getting a new phone, you do a lot with photos and videos and all that kind of stuff on your phone, get a cloud backup. That way you don't have to transfer them over. But and I still had to download a bunch of apps and stuff and re-log into all that kind of stuff. But hey, I'm saving about $70 a month switching companies. I actually got better internet speed and for less money for a year. Since I upgraded to their service, Spectrum Internet and stuff. Well, I've always had Spectrum Internet. Once I went to their phone system, you have to have their internet to get a good price and stuff like that. Being as I upgraded my internet speed and data, they took $10 a month off my internet bill. So it's awesome. Uncle Mark, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Barry, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in. So, but yeah, it's just been yesterday was just a weird day. Basically, from 10 o'clock in the morning till I think it finally got done about 9:30 last night, almost 10. I was without a cell phone because both of the ones I had basically weren't usable because if I tried to use it, it would slow down even more. So yeah, yeehaw. So how's everybody else doing? Anybody else have anything interesting happening? I do love my new phone. I got a Galaxy S23. It's actually smaller than my S10. Um, uh, so I like the smaller phone because I carry it in my pocket. And the girl at the Spectrum store was awesome. Um, she actually went on and showed me the cases on Amazon, which ones she recommended, and the liquid screen protector. That's really good. They don't do it anymore in store. I guess some people had some issues, not Spectrum, but other like companies. So um, they don't do the liquid screen protectors no more. But that's what my old one had, and I loved it. So 78. It's like 32 or 34 degrees out now. I'll take 78. Mater, if you're staying busy at home, you can't get in trouble. So, well, mostly not in trouble. Hi, Kevin. Welcome back. Yeah, we were up in the like 60s earlier this week. It was awesome. I had the garage doors open at work, and it was really cool. I was enjoying it. So, but now we're back down to the cold, and they're calling for a chance of flurries overnight. So, but yeah, if y'all watch the video from Saturday, um, I'm working on getting that part remedied. So I think y'all will be pretty interested on how we're going to take care of that. Getting rain. It seems like we've had rain or snow over the last I don't know, 6 months of weekends. Yeah. At least the last month or so. But like I said, I'll take the rain over the snow. Hey, Mudster, what's happening, brother? Thank you for stopping in. Mudster or Mater, I'll take 63 over the 30s. So, but yeah, yesterday was I was ready to be done. I hate change. It stresses me out so bad, especially dealing with like the cell phone stuff and all that kind of crap. I guess that's kind of why I stayed with Verizon for as long as I have. Paid what they were robbing me of, but yeah, you ain't got to shovel rain exactly. I might have to have a boat if it floods, but I don't need to shovel it. But yeah, they and the main reason for switching carriers, like 4 of my friends over the last year have switched to Spectrum from Verizon, and they love it. It's the same. It's the same company. They use the same towers, the same coverage. Now, after I do hit, I think it's 50 gigs of data a month, they do throttle me back. But I think the most I use is like 30. I think that's the most I've ever used. So yeah, I actually upped the plan to one higher where it's the data. I don't know. I'm just like yeah, I'll take that. Heck, she probably could have sold me a new truck yesterday, and I've been like, I'll take that. I just don't do well with that stuff. Deal with it. So, anyways, yeah. So, what do y'all want to talk about tonight? I haven't really thought this live stream out. What the topic and stuff was going to be. I figured we just wing it tonight on the chicken tacos. Did you see the size of that chicken? So, I love that movie. Anybody know what that movie's from? Anyone? Anyone? She's my butterfly. Come on, somebody has to know what that's from, what movie that's from. Anyone? Come on. Young Guns. Hey, Rail got it right there, baby. Yep, Young Guns. That's like one of my favorite movies. I like watching some of them old ones over and again. They entertain me. Of course, I'm a simple man. Lisa Ann's never seen Young Guns. You gotta watch Young Guns. It's funny. I can make you famous. Okay, Kevin, go make sure your chickens are put up, buddy. So, I once thought about getting chickens. Eh, Once Upon a Time in the West. I've heard of that one. I've probably seen it, but I can't can't remember it. So, but yeah, like I said, I really don't have anything planned for this evening, live stream talk wise. I'll drop the link again if somebody else wants to come up and hang out. There's the link. But all these saying has the DVD and How the West Was Once. Okay, I think I know I've heard that one. I don't know where Daryl's at. Like I said yesterday, well, actually, the last like 3 or 4 days, I haven't really been on any social medias uh, uh, too much. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, none of them. Especially yesterday, but yeah, I've been busy. Been working on that vent trek at work, though. There'll be a video coming out on that. Um, it's been an ordeal. Um, uh, I don't know where they get 3.5 hours to do that. Chicken flicker! You're a chicken flicker! But I don't remember what movie that's from, but I remember the chicken flicker. Uh, oh, the vent trek. Sorry, my mind went off the tracks there for a minute. Uh, yeah, they say 3.5 hours. I guess if I was locked in a garage with music on and all the tools at hand, and had done it like 10 times, I could probably do it in 3.5 hours. But with with the way my daily job goes, um, yeah, I've been on it 3 days and had to order an oil pan. So that was that was like one day of it, but 2 full days with everything else going on. But yeah, it's been an experience. So like I said, a couple weeks here, probably there'll be a video coming out on it. Uh, not a real in depth video because I'm not allowed to video at work. I'm allowed to take pictures and little video clips like on breaks and in between stuff. So that's basically what I've been doing, taking little short, 30, 40 second clips. Tommy, how you doing, bud? So I don't know even know if it'll make a good video. So we'll find out when we go to edit it. If it's even watchable. So um, Willie, you don't know how many times I've done that. Actually, working on this vent trick, I was looking for a socket, and yeah, the thing was sitting right there in front of me, and I like moved it 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, I know I just had that thing. And actually, the one time I actually went and got another socket out of the other toolbox and used it, and then went back and took it off the ratchet and set it down right beside the one I was looking for. But I think like half the guys around the shop and stuff were like looking at all the parts and stuff I got laying around, and they're like, "How are you going to remember where all that stuff goes?" I'm like, "I won't." That's a good movie, Willie. I've watched it. Oh, Rainy Night in Dublin. So, yeah, it's yesterday. Yesterday wasn't rainy. It was a little cold in the 40s, but it did start raining late last night, and I mean, it come down pretty good at one point in time, and then just kind of been misty raining on and off all day. And they say it's going to change to snow tonight, but if it's like the rain that was out there today, it's just going to be like fine, real fine stuff. Probably no accumulation. So, but oh man, 15 minutes into it already. Where's the time going? Oh yeah, I did also wanted to make another announcement. See, I haven't had anything like, you know, written down, but we did hit 3,500 subscribers last week. That's awesome. I think we're up to like 30, 35, 10, 35, 9, something like that. That's awesome. Thank you all. Appreciate it. A few weeks back, we did hit 600,000 views. That's over 500,000 people have viewed my videos. It doesn't mean they watched them all the way through. It just means they clicked on them and seen them. So 600,000. That's a lot of people. I appreciate y'all. You know, I think Lisa Ann's got 400,000 views. Somewhere around there. He's like one of my best followers, subscribers, family members. And the other thing, 750 videos. I've uploaded 750 different videos. That's amazing. Doesn't seem like that many, but I think that includes shorts and everything. And I've just started doing the shorts. You guys like the shorts? Do you even watch them? I mean, they get a lot of views, but Lisa, I do that a lot when I'm out in the garage working on stuff. I'll click on channels that I like, especially ones I like listening to, uh, and I'll put they kind of flow through the watch later or whatever. So thanks, Wayne. I appreciate it. Yeah, and the views on the shorts are random. Some will do uh, like 200 views, and the last one got 2,700 views. So I don't think there's really any rhyme or reason, how how they. I guess I need to. Yeah, it's very very random. Uh, uh, it's like anything, Tommy, that YouTube pays for. Um, yeah, I get for that. I think for that. Well, let me see if I can get to my YouTube studio on my phone. Content. Hang on here. Shorts. Um, Let's see here. Can I? I'm trying to get to the. Okay, revenue. Yes. For my last shorts video I put out, which got 2,700 views so far, I made 20 cents. Hey, y'all ready for this? There's Jeff.
What are you trying to scare somebody?
Nah, man. What's happening, brother?
Oh, I don't know. I ain't been in real good shape since last week.
I hope you're doing better now.
Well, I'm on the edge. I think I'll just stay inside.
Hey, I feel that way. I just want to stay inside.
Every day I felt a little better in the afternoon, so I got outside with Sammy to let her run for about 15 minutes or so. And by about 8 o'clock at night, I was feeling horrible again. So I said, you know what? We're not doing that today.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it sucks when you have a good day and then all of a sudden you start feeling crappy when it gets to be bedtime or whatever. You know, I know the feeling on that one.
Well, what really sucks is when you gotta take a roll of paper towels to bed with you so you can keep blowing your nose all night.
I've definitely been there, man. I've definitely been there. Uh, I've been to the point to where I'd have to get up and go out and sleep in my chair because when I lay down, I either start coughing or sneezing or whatever, and have to be sitting up, and then I fall asleep with my head all down, and wake up with a sore neck. Hi, Bill. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, that's why I come in here tonight or this afternoon. I kind of fell asleep for a little while, and I was laying on my back. And all of a sudden, I woke up because I know I'm not supposed to sleep on my back because it's like I stopped breathing after a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm. I actually fell asleep in my chair today too. That's why I had to take some a leave. My neck was killing me. I only slept for like 15 minutes, but I woke up. My neck was so sore. But that might have something to do with getting the 3.5 hours of sleep last night. So
Oh, you got that much?
yeah,
You probably got a half hour more than me then.
I actually went to sleep, dozed off while my phone was still transferring data.
Oh,
And earlier in the day, uh, my old phone, which was on my backup wireless charger, which does not kick back on. Once your phone hits 100%, it shuts off, and your phone will just keep dropping and dropping and dropping until it's dead, and it never kicks back on. And I knew that, but I wasn't paying attention, and this transfer was like really eating up the battery on it. And yeah, it hit 2%, or hit 20% and stopped transferring. And so I was like kind of nervous about walking away from it without keeping an eye on it. So, but it's done. It's over with. I got my new phone up and going. I'm loving it so far.
mine don't do that. Mine, when I plug it in, it stays charged.
Well, if I plug it in, it will. But I use the wireless charging pads, and I bought a couple of
Oh,
cheap ones.
oh,
I bought a cheap one off of Amazon, which I didn't pay attention when I got it.
yeah.
That it only charges up to 100%. It does not kick on and off. Now the one I got originally with a phone, it will maintain the charge once it hits 100%.
Oh yeah, I can't forget. Hi, Alicia Ann. Can't forget that.
Hey, there's Second Chance Mowers. How you doing, bud? Hey, welcome back, Mater. How's them tacos?
Tacos.
Yeah, he's making chicken tacos.
Oh, chicken tacos.
Yeah, Wayne said he has what you have, Jeff, and it took him like 3 weeks to 3.5 weeks to get halfway over it. So,
Oh, don't tell me that. I got a long way to go then.
yeah. Well, I went to the smoke shop today to get my tubes and tobacco, which I know I need to quit, but I'm working on it. And the lady behind the counter there was like all like froggied up and stiff, snuffy nose, and I'm like, oh man. So as soon as I got back to the truck, I did use the hand sanitizer, and I kind of, I know it sounds weird, but I sprayed the stuff down when I got to the house and uh, uh, kind of de-infected it.
That ought to be an interesting smoke.
Well, I didn't like saturate it. I just like sprayed the bag and kind of
Oh,
wiped off the
okay.
surfaces and stuff. Uh, Lisa says she lives on Vicks Vapo Rub when she's sick. I like those. I don't know if you guys ever tried the Vicks shower puck things. That the steam. Oh man, I love them things. Good hot shower. Throw one of them suckers down in the bottom of it, and that Vicks smell and Vapo stuff comes up from the steam. That's awesome. I love
Well,
it.
maybe I should have did that today. I should have went and got me some fixed cough medicine or something, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And if you have a Walmart close by, you can order all that stuff and pick it up. You don't even have to go into the store, get out of your vehicle, or nothing.
Oh, our Walmart's burning my ass right now. They got all new people in the pharmacy and stuff.
Yeah. Well, there was just one I heard on the news local here that they actually shut. It's I don't know if it's a Walgreens. It's one of those like uh, it wasn't just a pharmacy. It had like one of the little convenience store things that has the pharmacy in it. Um, the government actually shut down their pharmacy. Apparently
Really?
apparently they went to a couple pharmacists and people were getting like the wrong medicines in their bottles, the wrong quantities, um, missing, or they don't think the pharmacists or anybody was stealing the stuff. They just don't think they were logging it right, what they were giving out.
Yeah,
So the government, whoever controls that, come in and said, "Whoa, put the brakes on, y'all."
yeah, you're done. Just pull that big steel thing down over the window and go home. Well, I took when I went to the foot doctor. Well, actually, I woke up about 3 o'clock Thursday morning. I wasn't feeling right. My foot didn't feel right, and I said, let me go out and take a look at it. So I took the bandage thing off, and I was looking at it, and I just got this little round mirror, so you can only see part of the bottom. And I was looking, it's like, oh, it looks okay. I says, it doesn't look right from the top, though. So I wrapped it. I went back to bed, and I waited. When I went to the doctor, I told the nurse about it because Becky's usually pretty good. And the doctor looked at it, and he said, well, there's no soft spots. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. He said, have you been doing extra walking outside in the snow or something? I said, well, I don't think so. He said, because a lot of times, like, you've only got two bones in your foot and there's no joint on them. He says, so they're just rubbing against each other. And I figured, well, maybe that's it. I don't know. And then I thought about it on the way home. I said, well, I have been out in the snow quite a bit because I was taking Sammy out like 3 or 4 times a day, and letting her run around the yard and up the street and stuff because she loves the snow.
Right.
I said, well, that probably added up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. If you've been doing more than what you've been doing in the past, it would definitely build up. Because I know this past working on that vent trek, being kind of stooped over and stuff has taken a toll on my back, but which I'm lucky. my boss, my supervisor, has a very, very bad back, and he'll come out and like look at me, and he'll just know that it's like, how's your back? I'm like, eh. He's like, yeah, you need to go do some paperwork or something in your office for a little bit.
Yeah, kind of know. He's got that look on him like it's really painful.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
and there for a few months, I was getting pretty dependent on the leave. Um, I mean, like taking it like every morning, 3 or 4 of them, and I realized that's not going to help the situation any. It's just masking the pain. So
Yeah.
I've actually been trying to not take anything unless I absolutely have to after it starts hurting and stuff. So, and let's see, Wayne says stay away from anything with histamines and decongestants in it. It's bad for you, Jeff. Your body won't take it. So I would believe that. I try not to. I actually
I
try
don't
not to
know.
take any. I try not to take any like medicines. I have
Yeah.
been taking like vitamin and fiber supplements just because of the diet I'm on. I know I'm not getting the right correct amounts. Um, so I've been trying to supplement them a little bit. So especially like the fiber. Kane Sample, how you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm not real big into medicine, anyways. I hate the medicines I gotta take.
Uh, Kane, I 100% believe that, brother. I know that I know a lot of people that use CBD, and it has actually changed their lives. Um, so I am 100% for the medicinal. I'm 100% for the medicinal use of it. I don't have a problem with recreational use of it either, because to each its own. As long as long as it's not affecting me, um, you can do whatever you want. Do no harm. You know.
Where's Daryl tonight?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't been on social media last couple of days very much. I did see Lisa post a couple things, but you know,
I was on last night for a little bit with Ben, and I seen he was doing a live thing, so I went on there and hit him at him. And some other dude was talking back and forth for a while.
I haven't seen him in a few months. May not take away the pain much. Yeah, true, Bill. That is probably very true. But like I said, I don't. I'm not. I've never ever been a real big, you know, medicine pill popping whatever. Um, trying to trying to especially when I was younger. Um, I get sick, and my ex-wife used to get so pissed off at me. She would, as soon as I started, showing any signs that she wanted me to go to the doctor, and I would refuse, and then I'd end up 10 times worse. And so, yeah. Uh,
Yeah, that's usually what I do. Wait until the last possible thing and then go to the doctor.
yeah, Tommy says the Vicks nasal spray can help open up the passages to let the stuff drain. Hey, Lids, what's happening?
Hey, Lowledge. I wish I could figure out how to do the chat on my phone, but I can't. I really wish I could figure out why when I put this on a computer, it runs StreamYard and YouTube at the same time, and it won't let you drop out one. It does them Either chop out both or not at all.
Don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not going
it,
to
it
let
used
her
to
know.
show. It used to show it when you were going to the to get on, put yourself in there. The last screen that come up before you'd see it, it would have both of them on the bar on top there. You could just click one of them off real quick there, and it would just go. Now it doesn't show that; it just shows StreamYard, and if you click it off, you're done.
Oh, like I said, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't figure out what happened. I know it's a pain in the ass because you can't listen to it that way. Because every time I start talking, it's like it starts everything repeating.
Oh,
Yeah, it makes it really, really hard to figure out who's saying what when you're hearing everything repeat two or three times.
yeah. King said he has RSO oil. Uh, I actually tried some. Hey, Mr. Briggs, how you doing?
Holy smoke,
Just
where did that come from?
if you looked in the mirror there, buddy, where'd you come from?
I got an excuse. I've been sick for about a week now. Or 3 or 4 days, anyways.
You were born sick.
That probably was.
Uh,
And after 62 years, I haven't gotten any better. So,
you're crazy. You're crazy just the way you are, Ed. I mean, Jeff, we don't mind you. Time to go
No,
piss off the neighbors.
aren't
you're
they
good
just
at doing
constantly
that to
pissed?
everybody, huh?
Yeah, but aren't they just constantly pissed off?
They don't like this.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
They just tore down one yesterday. My other flag got stolen last night, so I bought me a wind-resistant one. It didn't get. The Mother Nature decided to tear it down because the winds blow it down. So I bought a Valley Forge Extreme Weather flag made in USA. So we going big boys.
Awesome.
Oh, you got a Valley Forge flag? They're supposed to be good.
Very windy.
King was talking about RSO oil. A friend of mine let me try some salve, like point of contact salve. Yeah, it works great. Top shelf flag. Yeah, top shelf flag. So, but so yeah, tomorrow I get to go get parts for that vent trek, and then hopefully get it finished up. I probably won't get it finished up tomorrow because Mondays are usually pretty busy days with other stuff, but hopefully get it finished up by Tuesday afternoon.
I can't believe you guys broke the vent tracks.
We didn't actually break it. There's it's not a recall. It's just a notification that the rear motor mounts need to be inspected and replaced with this upgrade kit. But if you let it go long enough without inspecting them and not knowing what's going on, it rubs a hole in the bottom of the oil pan.
Well, that's not good.
No.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a cheap fix.
So far, parts wise, I've got almost $500 in it. That doesn't include labor, and they say 3.5 hours labor. I'm saying probably 6, 7, uninterrupted. You could get one pulled out and put back in and stuff like that if you had all the parts sitting there on hand. But
Yeah, but could you imagine that rubbing a hole in it and not knowing it and taking out the engine on that poor thing? That'd be an expensive fix.
and that was my bitch to the dealership, which I know it's not their fault. But how many of these contractors that have these things that run them in the summer? Because the oil from sitting on the tractor, you can't see the oil drip until you're like going back and forth. ours started out as just a little spot on the ground, and I had just changed the oil and stuff in the thing, and I'm thinking, okay, it's coming from the oil filter or whatever, a little residue. Well, then the spot got a little bigger, and then I tried tightening that oil drain adapter, which for a day it stopped it. I'm like, cool. But then it just went back to the same amount, probably a 12-inch spot on the floor.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't a puddle; it was just a wet spot on the floor. And we ran it a few times, but in the middle of summer, one of these subcontractors, even if it has a little oil leak, they're just going to keep dumping oil in it, and eventually it will get to the point that it will wear like a 1/4-inch wide, 3-inch long hole in the oil pan. And at that point, you can't dump enough oil in it. And if you're using it hard and heavy, somebody's gonna, drop an engine one of these days.
Duct tape. No, that's it.
You can't get to it, and you can't really see where the oil pan rubs unless you like completely get under the tractor, get your head turned, and know where just where to look.
Yeah, but I mean, how much is the engine in that? 5-6 grand?
Probably it's a Kubota 905. So yeah, you're probably talking $5,000.
Oh yeah, and that's probably a remanufactured one, a brand new one. You're probably talking 7 or 8 grand even.
Yeah, depending on where you get it from, probably between 5,000 and 7,000 for a new one. But
yeah, that's a lot of money to spend on a tractor. That's probably half the cost of a new one.
We just spec'd one out. We just spec'd one out, and with state pricing, with a fully heated cab, a snow brush, and a salt spreader, delivery cost to us $42,000.
That's insane. I mean,
Hi, Cajun. Hi, dancing. But and that was my bitch. We pay a lot of. We've got 3 of these things. We pay a lot of money for those. At least inform us, tell us about it.
that's more than you make in a year.
That's about double what I make in a year.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What they pay you, they should be embarrassed.
Yeah. Anyways, I ain't talking about that anymore. So, but the least they could do is notify the people that have these tractors. They have a list of them. It's a certain model year or a certain serial number, because they changed it. Now, since Toro has taken over and bought them out, they have completely redesigned the way the motors and stuff go in, and but only one of our other 2 have the diesel engine in it. So I will be inspecting those as soon as I get this one done. I'll be inspecting that other one to see what it's like, and so yeah, I might be doing another one, but I might be doing another one, so it should be a lot faster. Hi, bye, Thomas.
Yeah. Considering you guys got over probably close to $150,000 worth of equipment sitting there, I'd definitely be changing motor mounts or whatever it is that you have to do because.
Yeah. Well, with the 3 tractors and all the attachments that we have to go with them, yeah, we're well over 150,000. And we actually spec'd one out here 2 months ago. That's how I know right off the cuff it's right at $42,000. But yeah, we opted not to buy one this year just because of the way the budgets are. But we are looking to get a rotary brush for our cat skid steer. They're only about 7,000 or 8,000. So, but I mean, plus for the last 2 years, I actually just looked at the service records on those 3 machines, and over the last over the last year and a half. One we keep out of storage over the summer. It gets a mower deck put on it for rough areas. But between the three of them, they've got less than 150 hours put on them over a year. So, hey, Sammy, how you doing, dear? Thank you for stopping in.
Yeah,
You know,
that's an
Kubota down the
expensive
street,
machine to
he's got a
blow up.
brand new 45, whatever it is, tractor sitting down there with the loader, the cab. And he's got I think it's a 7-foot snowblower on the back.
I just listed my Aaron's 12 and a half horse, 36-inch wide up in Buffalo. And some guy said, I said, I ain't getting no snow here enough to warrant owning a machine like that. And one guy says I'm a liar. I said, okay, look up Corning, New York, and type in the amount of snow we've had in the last 5 years. I don't think we've had 30 inches in the last 5 years. It ain't worth me owning a 12 and a half horse, 36-inch hydrostatic drive snowblower. He said, then why would you list it in Buffalo? I said, because I'm 125 miles from Buffalo, something like that. I could drive up and deliver it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why would I try to sell it around here? If I list it around here, we ain't getting no snow. Who's gonna? It's worth $1,200-$1,300 all day long. I got my brother-in-law when he moved to Florida. He paid $2,700 for it 10 years ago. So I think $1,200. I start out and take $1,000 is worth it. But no one's gonna pay that when you ain't getting snow around here.
Exactly.
I mean, can you think of a better area to try and sell a snowblower when I'm 2 hours from Buffalo?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. I'm totally agree with that. It's just like the cold start video I did. That was from last weekend, and I thought about it after I put that video out. I never used that tractor last year. It was the year before that I plowed snow with it. So, and now that it's just me living here, I don't plow the driveway unless it's like 6 or 8 inches deep because I got 4-wheel drive, and if I can get in and out, that's all I care about.
But also, Ed, you also got to consider this. Your tractor's probably what, 40 years old?
Probably at least, yeah.
Yeah, and believe me, but if someone walked up to you and offered you $1,200 for it, you'd probably take it.
That tractor there, no, I would not.
That one you wouldn't, but I'm sure there's other ones you got. If you had a plow on it and they offered you $1,200, you'd sell it.
Yeah, oh yeah. That tractor is sentimental to me. That was my dad's tractor.
Oh yeah, that's different. But if that was just a regular old tractor that you picked up used to do your driveway and someone offered you $1,200, you'd take it. But the snowblower, yeah. I mean, literally, this poor snowblower has been sitting in my garage with brand new belts on it. I've changed oil every year, basically wasting the oil because I have never run it. But you can't let the oil sit in it because it'll collect moisture. And it's a 12 and a half horse not Tecumseh Kohler on it with electric start. That thing deserves to be ran. I hate looking at it sit there and collect dust. So yeah, what the hell? I'll sell it to a Buffalo, man. That's a snow belt.
Yeah, my snowblower's under cover right now. I didn't even put it on yet.
I don't think I've had that snowblower since they moved to Florida. I don't think I put 5 hours on it in the 5 years I've had it. And to be honest with you, I got a small Aaron's. Some guy said, why would you sell it? I said, because I got a small 24-inch Aaron's with a 8 horsepower that'll handle any snow we've gotten. And I said, even if we got a 2-foot deep snowstorm, that 24-inch Aaron's will handle a 2-foot deep snowstorm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and like you said, it just makes sense, even 2 hours away,
What cracks me up is the guy down the street's got one of them little itty-bitty Toro push-along things, and he's out there. It doesn't matter how thick the snow is, that thing somehow does it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like right now. I mean, I put that ad up on the Buffalo Craigslist, on Facebook. I had a guy from Ontario, Canada, said, "I'm an hour away from New York border. I'd come and get it."
Mhm.
Then when I said $1,200, he said, "I'll give you $5." I says, "Stay in Canada."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love when you list something like that and they starts in you. Message, I'll give you $100.
Well, there over the summer, I found that flatbed for my truck on Marketplace, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, it's brand new, it's wood, which I knew it was wood, um, cheap enough
Mhm.
price." He couldn't be bothered with me coming to look at it. I'm like, "Dude, I'll have cash in hand. I'm not even going to argue on the price because what you're asking for it, the lumber alone is worth that." You know,
Yeah,
he was asking $150 for a full flatbed wood flatbed. It looked like it was built nice. He had he'd have $150 in just the lumber. It's
yeah,
never been
right.
on a truck. So I'm like, just let me come look at it to make sure it fits my truck. I will bring a trailer. I will bring help to load the thing. I will have the $150 in cash in hand. Just tell me when I can come look at it. He was too busy with his job to be able to take the time to let anybody look at it. I'm like, why do you have it listed? If you
Yeah, that
can't take the
pisses me
time,
off.
you know, what do you want me to do? Just PayPal you the money and then you give me an address? Well, just give me an address. I'll come look at it. If I like it, then I'll PayPal you the money right then and there. However you want to do it. Well, it's at a friend's farm, and I don't know if he wants strangers.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah, yes. Apparently, you don't want to sell it too bad, brother. And then I thought because it was under my channel name, I thought maybe he was a little leery about that. So I had a friend of mine go on, like a week or two later, and ask him the same thing, and the guy gave him the same runaround. And
Uh,
he was closer to the guy than I was, and I'm like, well, take care, Sammy. I know you're in the Philippines, so it's probably morning there, right? You're just getting up to get your day going.
it's like that little international dump truck I wanted to get about a year or so ago. It was right out in Bangor. It was like 2 or 3 minutes from where Jacktown is. I messaged this guy, messaged him, never got nothing back. Finally, one time, his girlfriend or whatever mentioned something stupid back about, oh, you want to buy the truck? And that was the most I ever heard.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all right.
some
Well,
people just are idiots when it comes to. I mean, but that Aaron's 12. He said, but it's 10 years old, and the new one's. I said, but a new one's over $3,000.
yeah, Sammy, be safe out there riding, dear. So, but yeah, I mean, just um, did I tell you all last week that I rolled the tractor over outside the
No, you
snowplow
didn't.
tractor? Yeah, yeah.
How'd
Yeah,
you
you
manage
mentioned
that?
something. You said you tipped it, and an old man came by, was going to help you, and you told him not to bother. You looked like he was too old to help.
Yeah, yeah, yep. I mean, it didn't go completely over outside, but it's enough that I slid off the seat and onto the ground, and I thought it was coming over on top of me. So drop the front wheel down into down in the ditch at the edge of the culvert. So yeah, it was interesting. I kind of wish now that I did have the camera set up, videoing it.
That would
But
have been funny as shit.
I know, but the last time I did a snowplow video, I mean, the snow was a heck of a lot deeper. It only got like 20 or 30 views, and I'm like, I'm not even wasting the time getting the camera out and setting it up and everything, But now I wish I would have.
This last snow we had there was nice. I went out there in the morning, did the driveway, went out there at night, finished it, did the neighbor's driveway. It was no problem. I could buzz back and forth in third gear. That first one we had was only like about 6 inches of snow. That snow was so darn heavy. The poor old 24-inch barely pushed it. And that's with the wheel weights on it and stuff.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't have wheel weights on my Cub, but I'm a wheel weight enough though. I sit right over the rear axle.
Well, I
And that
figured
that
me
snowplow.
being around 190 something, and then both them fucking cub weights, that's like almost another between 250 and 300 pounds some places. Should have had a little bit enough on the ground.
Yeah. Well, that snowplow that's on my cup today is actually off of a Power King.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to redo the mount that's on it. It sits. It has the C channel that comes back from the plow, and it's mounted like right under the center of the tractor, but it runs level. I need to raise the back of it up just a hair to get it to push, not to just skim along. But my boss and I were talking about snowplows because he's got one on his I don't know what it is now, something. Anyways, he's got a gravel driveway he has to plow, and he's been tearing the gravel up. And I told him, I said, just put a piece of pipe on it. Well, he talked to some other people, and they've talked him into doing something different, weird. And I actually took a couple pictures of mine, showed it to him, and because all I did was took a 2-inch piece of pipe, took the grinder, and cut a notch in it, and it's just tight enough that I had to drive it on with a sledgehammer, and it goes over the moldboard, and it pinches on there nice and tight. And I've had that thing on there now 15 years and have never wore through it. And it works great for gravel driveways because it doesn't pick the gravel up as bad as just a regular cutter blade. But it pushes pretty decent. So,
Well, I
especially
know
if you
what I
put it up
mean
like
by wider, using the 1/4 inch angle and stuff for the back side of the board and 1/4 inch cut edge and all that stuff. I added every bit of about 75 pounds to that blade.
That well, like that Aaron's that's got a notorious problem for jumping up in the air, the front end. So I took it has 2 holes in the front to buy the weight. Well, to buy the Aaron's weight, it was like stupid money. I mean, so I took a flower pot, one of those plastic flower pots like you buy for your railing.
Yep.
And put 2 bolts through it, carriage bolts through it, and some washers, and drilled 2 holes, put it in, and I bought one that was like 30 inches wide, and I filled it full of cement, let it dry, painted black, just orange to match the snowblower actually, but then I put a light bar on top of that. I put the bolts inside the cement to hold it, and that works great.
Yeah, I thought about. Oh, I used to have lights on my plow tractor, but they were old halogens, and with that old electric winch, that generator really struggles sometimes. So I took those halogen lights off. I think I'm going to get just one of those like little 6 or 8 inch LED light bars, stick on the front. Not that I plow at night very much anymore, but yeah, it was quite an experience when I rolled that sucker over on its side, sort of, and kind of had a life flash before your moment kind of deal. The diet is going awesome.
So you're saying you had a brown Betty almost that day.
Just about. I really thought I might have to go change the shorts. But I mean, well, the big thing is if it would have come over on top of me, I always try to carry my cell phone on me. But at that point in time, I couldn't remember if I picked it up because I got home from work and I went right into the shed and got the tractor going and and started plowing the driveway. And I couldn't remember if I left it lay on my center console of my truck where I put it whenever I'm driving, or if so.
Yeah, when you're in the same situation I'm in, Med, because I'm here by myself. All my nieces live in Florida, or one lives local. Something happened to me, like that. Who would I'd have to call one of them.
Yep. Don't worry, dancing. We are still doing the cooking videos. I actually got a bunch of the keto friendly diet videos out. Yeah.
Why? How much you try? Was you trying to lose? 50, 60 pounds?
Um, I would like to get back down under 300. I'm down about 35 pounds now. I've kind of leveled off, but it's winter time too, so I'm not as active as I am in the summer. So, um, but yeah, just the diet change and portion control is a big thing. Um, you know,
Yep.
I've dropped about 30 pounds so far since I've started this. What, 5 months ago, 4 months ago, something like that.
You need to go out and
Feel
jog the block every now and then.
dancing. Yeah, 35 is a lot, but it it came off real easy because I quit eating like 99% of the carbs, McDonald's, pizza, stuff like that. So when you cut the carbs out, the weight comes off fairly quickly. Um, yeah, I still crave the stuff. And every once in a while, I will swing through McDonald's at breakfast time and grab me a sausage McMuffin. But,
Well, you can't cut everything out. I mean, if you do that, I mean, you can't. That would drive you nuts.
Yeah, you'd end up like me then.
yeah. I've always been a sleep someone who doesn't get 8 hours of sleep. I can't sleep that long. Whether it's one thing or another, whether it's work or kids or whatever. But I do get up the same time every day. And most of the time on the weekend, I'm within a half an hour of my normal wake up time, except for this morning. I didn't get to sleep till like 3 o'clock this morning. I slept in till 7 or almost 7.
Smokes.
Yeah.
7
You went to bed 3 in the morning and opened up at 7. Woke up at 7.
Yeah. Yep.
I was going to tell you, Ed, when you were talking, you were craving grilled cheese. My uncle can't eat bread because of but he can't eat normal bread because of the same problem. But he makes his grilled cheese with pita bread, the real thin pita bread.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Somebody on here was telling me there's a bread at Walmart. I looked it up, and it's got like super low carb. I mean, way low carbs in it. I haven't gotten any yet, but yeah, I'm gonna look into it.
You just gave me a good idea for breakfast tomorrow, Ed. I'm gonna make me a grilled cheese with some bacon on it.
Sure.
And you know what? I can eat bacon. I can eat one of my big snacks now is pork rinds. As long as I get the plain pork rinds without the sugar and stuff on them for the barbecue, stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I love pork rinds. Those things are addicting. It's hard to eat one like a Lay's type chip. You eat the whole bag. That's why I don't buy a big bag of those.
Yeah. I actually found, I made meatloaf for that one cooking video. I found those ground up pork rinds for the breadcrumbs. Dude, you cannot tell the difference in having those pork rinds in there over regular breadcrumbs, and I actually think it tastes better. Um, you know, it stayed together really nice, and yeah. And I had a couple guys at work that I hang out with and everything. I was walking up front to warm my lunch up one day, and then one guy's like, "What do you got today, Ed?" I'm like, "So I got a meat muffin." Kind of looks at me and goes, "Huh?" I said, "They're a mini meatloaf, but they're made of muffin pans, so I call them meat muffins." So
Yeah, I'll bet you
Uh,
his mind probably went someplace else, huh?
Probably. That was a cardboard compactor at Walmart. No carbs. Yeah, definitely. Uh,
I love meatloaf. Meatloaf is addicting, but the only thing you use it, I can't stand. I can't stand ketchup.
yeah. Um,
And this from a guy that puts liver on pizza.
hey, different
Hey,
tastes for different people, man. I'm not knocking anybody. You know.
hey, I hate to tell you something, Jeff. Liver on pizza instead of sausage is awesome. Don't knock it till you try it. I know one guy that was just in the chat that left that I guarantee if I brought one of those liver pizza, he'd be all over it. Mr. Cajun down there in Louisiana, he'd probably eat half that pizza with me.
What, Cajun was here and he didn't come up?
Yeah. And
Well,
Lisa
that's
says
not right.
you can. And Lisa said you can sprinkle with chili seasoning too for your meatloaf. That actually sounds really good too. Yeah, wood and metal. I've actually found out that you can get like a low carb ketchup, which it's basically sugar free ketchup, and low carb pizza sauce and stuff like that. Um, I do I do have a recipe for, they call it fat head pizza, and you use a uh, cauliflower for like ground up cauliflower for the crust. And everybody I've talked to that's had it says it's really good. So yeah, I may have to venture and trying that sometime. So
Yep, there's Cajun. He just responded. He said, "Hell yeah, we ate liver and kidneys last night, Nick. Awesome gravy." There you go. If I put liver on pizza instead of sausage, I told you Cajun would eat it.
so all right, y'all. It's been an hour. We've been having a good time here, but as always, I've got stuff to get ready and take care of before I go to work tomorrow. So we'll
Work,
try to
what's
go.
that?
I'm gonna definitely go to bed tonight because I've got that like what 4 hours of sleep and a 15-minute nap today. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna sleep well tonight. So I love y'all. Y'all have a great evening, and we'll catch you all next week. So
Yep.
thanks for coming up, Jeff. We missed you, brother.
Sure. Do you?
Yeah,
Love, Pete.
you make it fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I'm sorry to
everybody
disappoint you, Briggs.
was asking about you last week. So I'm glad you come up this week. So
Well, I didn't think
and the
this phone
immortal,
would last this long. It usually doesn't.
yeah. Okay. In the immortal words of Cajun, love, peace, and crackling grease. Pluta.
There you go. Fun. Hey, did you get your